Hey guys, how's it going today? My name is Seno and welcome back to another video. Today we are doing something a little different and it's something I actually wouldn't mind making a fairly or somewhat regular addition to the channel. This is a little mini series I will be running in the background of my hardcore, just so I can have some sort of content to put out to you guys to sort of bridge the gap in between hardcore episodes, because it just feels a little bit dry at the moment. I think so, at least. And also guys, one last thing before we get into it, I'm just doing these to have a little bit of fun, and look, if someone learns something out of it or takes something out of it, then that's brilliant as well. But the main goal of this is just to have a little bit of fun and maybe learn something in the process. I'm not trying to take it seriously and be, you know, the most efficient this, the most efficient that. I don't really care, we're just trying to have some fun. But guys, with all that out of the way, let's just jump straight into it. So Dark Beasts are a Slayer creature that require level 90 Slayer to harm. They attack with both magic and melee, but they much more frequently attack with magic. If you are a lower level player, it is advised to run with their weakness and bring ranged equipment. Mid to high level players shouldn't have to worry as much as they have quite low defense, so higher level players shouldn't see really any problem bringing a different style. The two most common locations that players kill these creatures are in the Morna Tunnels or in Cyrodiil's dungeon, bearing in mind if you kill them in Cyrodiil's dungeon you need to be on a Slayer task. As for iconic drops guys, these creatures really don't have any. I mean, they have the Dark Bow and the Serenic Scale, and I guess you could also argue that the Death Talisman is also quite an iconic drop, but Dark Beasts are much more well known for just their consistent money. They drop a lot of alkables and a lot of stacks of coins, and trust me, it'll add up. So I think it's about time we just jump into the kills. Alright, so guys, starting off, I was actually quite fortunate in the fact that I pretty much got a clip, I guess, every 100-ish kills. So it was quite easy to actually keep a track of when and where I got certain drops, but we managed to pick up our first sort of notable item about 100 kills in, and it was just a longbone, which is a 1 in 400 drop, so that kind of stung a little bit. But I mean, to a lower level player, these are pretty useful. You can trade them in for construction XP, so Iron Men, they're pretty handy as well. Okay, so our absolutely amazing luck has continued. As you can see in our inventory again, between this clip and the last, we managed to pick up another longbone, and then again, we managed to pick up a third right there on the ground, so that's 3 within about 250 kills. This was 3 longbones, and that's it so far. Nothing else has happened. It's just been the 3 longbones, which are, yeah, they're pretty useless. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of stinging a bit. Dark Beasts are actually well known to have one of the best drop rates of actually hitting the rare drop table. Like, they're one of the rarest droppers of, or the rarest hitters of hitting the red drop table, if that makes sense. So that definitely is about to show in these coming clips. We managed to pick up 1 whole uncut diamond from the rare drop table, so absolutely raking it in at the moment. We were closing in on 500 kills when we managed to be very lucky in the unluckiest of ways. We hit the rare drop table back to back. Now, the first time we hit it, I actually couldn't help but laugh. I wish I had it recorded, but we got another uncut diamond. So that was kind of, that was a little bit, you know, I don't know who I made fucking mad at Jagex, but, you know, let's put it behind us. Followed up by a nice little teak plank drop there as well. So that's a nice little bit of money in the bank. At around 650 kills, we managed to pick up a drop that, honestly, I haven't seen personally in-game for at least a good 4 or 5 years myself. We managed to pick up a shield left half, which is fairly rare. I'm going to look up the drop rate and post it up on screen now. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I know it is pretty damn rare. Alright guys, well, we did actually manage to get at around the 750 kill mark. We managed to pick up ourselves a pretty iconic drop. Unfortunately, it's pretty like whatever, no one really cares, but you know, it is a dark bow. Not really worth a whole lot in this game. You sort of really want to be looking out for the Serenic Scales over the dark bows, because the Serenic Scales are just worth a whole bunch more, but that's still a pretty cool and pretty iconic and noteworthy drop. At around the 800 kill mark, I managed to pick up myself a crystal Triskelion piece, and if I'm being honest, I completely forgot that these things were in the game. Just totally blanked on it. But these things are really cool. If you get 3 of them, you can form them into like a piece, like a key, and then you unlock the chest and you get the loot, and you know, it's cool. It's a cool little reward. Now, an argument could be had on whether I should include the Triskelion piece in the final price check, and I'm not going to, just simply because, like, I just don't want to, really. Can't be bothered. But you could just take the average loot price of a key and then split that into thirds and add that onto the final price check if you really wanted to, but personally, I don't really think that matters too much. In the background, we just got a rare drop table of 69 big bones, which myself and chat agreed that was pretty funny. But nevertheless, moving on, and this was the second last clip of our little trip, and I was beginning to get very worried that we wouldn't get a Serenic Scale, but the game reassured me that everything would be dandy and fine, because there we pick up our one and unfortunately our only Serenic Scale, but the price has gone up since the last time I've killed these things, so that was really awesome to see. Okay guys, you can see here I'm just killing the last Dark Beast. Now, if you noticed at the start of the video, I never actually showed my starting kill count for Dark Beast, and that's because I totally just forgot to record it. So our starting KC was 22,000 23,730. So you add on 1,000, it's 23,730, which you can see right there. Okay guys, I had to split the loot up into 2 inventories because I just couldn't squeeze it in one inventory. So don't worry, I'm not about to just list off every single item. I know you guys can see and read it for yourselves, but some of the notable drops do include the Serenic Scale, the Dark Bow, the 112 death talismans that you'll get in 1,000 kills, and the cash stack as well. I don't know why I said totally, that was weird. That all came from just the pure cash drops and all of the rune fragments and rune salvage drops that I just straight out. Okay guys, well, we throw it in the price checker and the first inventory comes up to 7.5 mil, which is honestly, that's pretty cool. I really wasn't expecting to make that much, but I guess with the inflated prices of herbs and the Serenic Scale prices going on at the moment, I guess, you know, they're not too bad of a money maker. Definitely better options, but, you know, they're still not too bad. Okay guys, inventory number 2. Now these are mostly just our rare drop table and untradeable drops. The curved bones and long bones you can hand in to get construction XP from one of the NPCs down in the Goblin Village. I can't remember what it's called, I apologize. And of course then we got the Trisk piece, as well as the 4 individual 1 uncut diamond rare drop table drops and the 69 big bones. Now guys, this one only comes out to 212k, and that's pretty much just because, you know, a lot of the items on the rare drop table aren't really worth that much, to be perfectly honest. You know, there's only a select few that you can hit to really pull a profit. That's not to say that these drops aren't useful. Like, they could definitely be useful to a, you know, to a particular player in a certain situation, but when we're talking just straight monetary value, not the greatest. Alright guys, well, we finished our 1,000 kills with 8.225 million GP, 1 Triskelion piece, 3 long bones and 1 curved bone, and a couple of spirit gems as well. Now here's usually where I would tell you how much money you can make at these guys per hour, but because this is my first loot video, this is literally the first time I've, you know, tried making one of these videos, I forgot to really, you know, take into account how much time it took me to kill these things, so I can't really give you an accurate number as to how much money you'll make per hour. So I'm sorry about that. I'll get better in the future. But to make up for the fact that I forgot that, I will give you another useless statistic instead, and that is how much money you will make per kill on average. Bang, there you go. Alright guys, well that's going to do it for this video. I know it was a bit different, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know what you think. If you want to see more, drop it down in the comments below. If you enjoyed, leave a like. If you didn't enjoy, leave a dislike. Either way, it helps me out a ton. If you're new here and you're considering subscribing, I would really greatly appreciate that, as I'm trying to hit 1,000 subs by the end of the year. Guys, I'm going to stop rambling and let you get on with your day. Have a lovely one. I will see you in the next video. Peace.